morning. I am Peyton McRoberts, the student body treasurer. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
You may be seated. Good morning. I'm Mary Brooks Wilson, Student Body Vice President. Welcome to the Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. On behalf of the Class of 2021, I would like to welcome members of our district management team, the school board, and area principals who are seated on the stage. Please stand when your name is called. Mrs. Lisa Simmons, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction. Dr. Sandra Sloan, School Board Member. Mr. Al Leroy, Director of Human Resource Services. Mr. Ozzie Wright, Director of Transportation. Dr. Daryl McDowell, Principal of Seneca Middle School. Mr. Jeff Smith, Principal of Northside Elementary. Mrs. Felicia Leroy, Principal of Seneca High School, members of the administrative team and guidance department, please stand to be recognized.
Good morning. My name is Emma Wirtz, and I am the senior class president. Let us pray. God of celebration and joy, we come to you today in anticipation and hope to celebrate this monumental day for the class of 2021. God, you have molded each of our paths to such detail throughout our years here at Seneca. From the halls filled with teachers who intentionally invested in our learning to fellow students who showed us what community looks like, you were always evident in our time here. I pray that you delight with us as we graduate today and show us the abundant purpose you have already set in place for us. God, you do not have plans for us that are the bare minimum. You have made us for such a time as this and have plans for us that are greater than we could ever ask for or imagine. As we go forth and reflect on this past season of learning and growth, I pray we recognize how many people support us and share our joy, and how you have stood behind us and before us and have surrounded us in your divine favor. The evidence of your faithfulness is seen so clearly on this day of graduation, but God, we know your faithfulness does not stop here. Help us to continue to serve and seek you today and every day. Amen.
I am Jasmine Hughes, Student Body Secretary, and I will be reading the class poem written collectively by fellow classmates entitled Our Time, to reflect on the class of 2021's experience throughout our time at Seneca High School. Freshman year, 2017, unsure of what the next 4 years would hold. We looked up to the seniors that boldly wore the blue and gold. From middle school friendships to life lessons patiently waiting to unfurl, we lived in the good days. It seems as though life was a whirl. Before we knew it, we were in sophomore year. We walked through the halls with an absence of fear, and on Friday nights, all we did was cheer. The class of 2021 was 1 year closer to our final countdown. I don't believe we could have been prouder to live in this town. Junior year, our future very near to the eye. Pep rallies, homecoming, nights at the baths, concerts, semi-formal, everything was normal. Before we knew it, that definition of normality was changed forever. COVID-19, a tornado, political turmoil, hate crimes, tragedies, and more. Who would have thought this was what junior year had in store? Senior year, the year we had waited for so patiently. Our time has finally come. We often had to wonder, where did all these changes come from? We made the most of this year and persevered through it all. Here we are, class of 2021, standing proud and tall. Obstacles come and go, this we know for sure. We've made it this far and are eager to grow. We have done what we were told, and it is now our job to take on this world. With a heart of love, kindness, and perseverance, we will continue to proudly represent our blue and gold.
Good morning, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. This is a special day for the class of 2021. Many members of the class of 2021 have received distinguished honors throughout the year, and we have commemorated those students during our Honors Day ceremony held earlier on May the 14th. In addition, we would like to announce the following. 15 members of the class of 2021 are recognized as recipients of Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. In addition, 76 students have been recognized as high honor grads and wear a medallion today for this honor. We also have 44 students who are honor graduates. 37 of these graduates made a 1200 or higher on the SAT or a 25 or higher on the ACT. You are to be commended for this excellent achievement. 70% of this year's graduates plan to attend a 4-year or a 2-year college. Some will pursue military careers or join the workforce. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the Seneca High School class of 2021 has set a new all-time school record by earning over $20.5 million in scholarship funds. Persevering throughout this difficult school year, the class of 2021 is to be commended for this accomplishment. Congratulations.
Good morning. I am Braden Holland, Senior Class Treasurer, and it is my privilege to introduce our Salutatorian today. The Salutatorian is the member of Class of 2021 having the second highest GPA. We are extremely proud of Ansley Grace Brock. Ansley is the daughter of Kevin and Carla Brock and the sister of Ian. During her time at SHS, she was the president of National Honor Society. She was also an active member of the Interact Club, Beta Club, Lady Cat Softball, as well as Honors Chorale and Madrigals. Ansley was named a Rotary Scholar for 6 years, a Palmetto Fellow Scholarship recipient, a High Honor graduate, and a National AP Scholar. This fall, Ansley plans to continue her education at the University of South Carolina in the SC Honors College to study political science and international relations. At this time, we will hear the Salutatorian address.
Good morning, class of 2021. We are finally here. This past year has been filled with many ups and downs, successes and failures. We have all accomplished so much in spite of everything the world was trying to throw at us. Today, you were allowed to feel proud. When I realized I would have to give a speech, I really began to wonder what makes me worthy enough to do that. I'm not the smartest, the most athletic, the most artistic, or the kindest. I'm simply the girl who fell short of being number one. But then, I remembered my senior quote from Francis Chan. It says, "Our greatest fear should not be a failure, but a succeeding at things in life that don't really matter." I have a lot of success at succeeding in things in life that don't really matter. That's why I'm standing before you today. The honor of being salutatorian is a success that doesn't really matter. The most that comes from this is that some of you may remember me for being smart, but that's not an important legacy. I know I missed out on living because I was too focused on my grades. I took classes I didn't enjoy. I was probably unkind to people because I was more worried about my own success. I was more worried about failing a test than becoming a better human. I know I'm not the only one who poured time into something that didn't matter to them or that they weren't passionate about. Some of you stayed in a sport you fell out of love with. Some of you stuck it out in a club for the stole you're wearing today. Some of you, like me, put too much effort into a ranking that doesn't really define you. Obviously, I have regrets about what I gave up to get here, but what do I not regret? I don't regret spending a Saturday morning at the food bank. I don't regret staying up late to talk to a hurting friend. I most certainly don't regret spending time with my grandparents. The things I don't regret are the things that bring joy and love to others. Those are the successes that matter in life. In our next chapter, we can choose more of the successes that matter in life. We can make change. That's what's so beautiful about today. We get to leave behind the pressures this place put on us and begin anew. I've learned this year, and I think we all have, that life is too short. We may not have 80 years to create our legacy. Your legacy began when you were born, and maybe you aren't proud of the legacy you've created so far. That's okay. Start changing your legacy today. To do that, we have to stop fearing failure. We all fear failure, but we fear the wrong failings. Don't fear losing the game, fear being a bad teammate. Don't fear playing or singing the wrong note, fear not pouring your heart into the music. Don't fear a bad grade, fear not learning. Don't fear heartbreak, fear not growing from it. And most importantly, don't fear judgment, fear not being yourself. Apart from fearing failure, we have to stop pouring our time into successes that don't really matter. So what is true success? True success is anything that helps your neighbor or makes the world a better place. Kindness is key. I know we hear that a lot, but if we all listened and lived a life full of love and kindness, the world wouldn't look the way it does. Kindness is so simple. It can be wearing a mask around your elderly neighbor. It can be talking to someone who looks alone. When we show kindness, we are succeeding at something that matters. We make the world better by pouring into other people. Building up others is real success. In this class, we have world changers, people who know what real success is. Some of you will be healthcare professionals, fighting the next crazy disease. Some of you will be lawyers, fighting to fix a broken system. Some of you will be in the military, working to keep us safe. And some of you will be activists, fighting to end racism, police brutality, homophobia, and the multitude of other problems that exist in our country. But no matter what you do, succeed at what matters. You don't have to be the richest or the person with the highest and most prestigious title, just the person who does their job with love and kindness. Some of you might be thinking, I'm discounting every success you've ever had. That's far from my point. Every single member of this class is successful, but we can always be more successful at love and kindness, the things that matter. Don't let the things you accomplished in high school be the best things you ever do. Keep growing, keep improving. Become kinder, smarter, more patient, more joyful. Let today be only the beginning of your success. So, class of 2021, let's redefine success. Let it be Seneca High School, class of 2021, that shows the world success isn't being the richest or the most famous, but being the one who makes a difference through love. It's brutal out here, but we can lessen the brutality in the world. Go forth from here and succeed.
I am Holly Whaley, Senior Class Secretary, and it is my privilege to introduce our Valedictorian. The Valedictorian is the member of the graduating class having the highest overall grade point average. Congratulations to Kara Lynn Justice for earning the title of Valedictorian. Kara is the daughter of Gary and Angela Justice and sister to Evan. As a student at SHS, she was a member of the National Honor Society, Beta Club, Future Farmers of America, Future Educators Club, SC Teacher Cadets National Honor Society, Chamber Orchestra, and the Lady Cats basketball and tennis teams. Additionally, she served as Vice President of Interact Club and the editor of the Seconian Yearbook for 3 years. Kara was named a Rotary Scholar for 6 years, a Palmetto Fellow Scholarship recipient, a High Honor graduate, and a Rotary Youth Leadership Academy delegate. She was also named an AP Scholar with Distinction, a National Rural and Small Town Recognition Program winner, and a commended student in the National Merit Scholarship Program. Next year, Kara plans to attend Furman University as a Her Scholar to study secondary math education. At this time, we will hear the Valedictorian address.
Morning. I know y'all are ready to graduate, so I'll keep this sweet and short. Ainsley and I are on the same page about what's important in life, succeeding in what matters, kindness. There are many ways we can show kindness to others, but one of the easiest ways is perhaps just doing our best to acknowledge and include others. The things we accomplish in high school are a good foundation as we step out into the world, but what's more important is the impact we make on each person we meet. My senior quote was, "Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody." One of y'all, and I don't remember who, asked me what it meant. I didn't really know how to explain it, and when someone said it was about being a people user, I didn't really like that explanation. To whoever asked me about my senior quote, I finally come up with a good explanation. It's about taking the time to allow others to use their voices and listen to each other's stories to understand people's backgrounds. It's seeing and hearing people's true selves and allowing people to be unapologetically themselves. And of course, taking the time to let others know they matter, letting them know you're glad they exist. In short, it's about seeing other people for who they are and treating them with kindness, making everybody feel like a somebody. Wherever life takes you after graduation, I think we should all have something more than graduating from SHS in common. Whoever you are, I encourage you to get to know the people you cross paths with, even the people you seemingly have nothing in common with. Don't count someone out before you meet them. Just experience life with an open mind. When you're receptive to others, you form friendships you never would have expected. You develop a new understanding of life through someone else's perspective. By meeting others with an open mind, you won't always befriend everybody, but you'll become a more understanding and kind person. We've seen a lot of division this past year, but if we were willing to see the world through these new perspectives, we would be a lot more united. In this upside-down world, where we assume that anyone who isn't exactly like us is wrong, weird, or an outcast, get to know people for people. Instead of only seeking out people you have things in common with, focus on forming friendships with people you never expect. You never know what fascinating people you'll cross paths with, and all it takes is a simple hello to make friends with them. It doesn't take but a small conversation to impact others and learn valuable life lessons. Don't worry about what walk of life they come from. Instead, celebrate your differences as you gain a new perspective from them. You never know what kind of story or experience you'll get out of meeting someone. And you'll never know just how much of an impact you can make by being somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody.
Today marks a very special moment in the life of each member of the class of 2021. They have requested that respect be shown to every member as diplomas are awarded. Please demonstrate your respect to them by holding your applause until the end so that families and friends are able to hear the name of each graduate as it is called. Graduates are also reminded to process in an orderly fashion. Security officers are located throughout the stadium and will escort those who are non-compliant from the facility. Thank you. At this time, we will prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Assisting will be our guidance staff, Ms. Carrie Carter, Ms. Karen Nation, and Ms. Michelle Williams. School district office representatives, please stand at your seats as we prepare for the presentation of diplomas.
Kara Lynn Justice, valedictorian. Ansley Grace Brock, salutatorian. Reagan Diane Turner, student body president. Mary Brooks Wilson, student body vice president. Jasmine Laree Hughes, student body secretary. Peyton Elise McRoberts, student body treasurer. Mary Grace Mims, chief of staff. Emma Caroline Edwards, senior class president. Blythe Elizabeth Foster, senior class vice president. Holly Lillian Whaley, senior class secretary. Braden Rashad Holland, senior class treasurer. Gregory Carroll Adams. Gunnison Blue Alexander. Alyssa Madison Armentrout. Danielle Ignacio Parentos Perea. Kylie Madison Barton. Caleb Mason Bay. Raina Leanne Bearden. Ashton Draven Lee Black. Christopher Stephen Blackwell. Noah Michael Boggs. Ashley Renee Bost. Walker Keys Bowen. Nina Ryan Brody. Kayshawn Andravius Bryant. Joseph Michael Burgess. Gabriel Luke Burnside. Anne Marie Butler. Ephesian Anthony Butler. Rebecca Elizabeth Bird Martin. Andrea Kim Caminaro. Graydon John Candler. Berkeley Ryan Cannon. Megan Amber Carpenter. Meredith Alyssa Carpenter. Joshua Aaron Carranza. Kea Carrera. Ryan Gregory Castle. Marco Cazares. Jacob Michael Champlin. Elizabeth Scarlett Chandler. Caleb Isaiah Chandley. Bella Jewel Chitty. Kennedy Lakin Coker. Caitlin Soraya Denise Cole. Grayson Ruth Cook. Bailey Elizabeth Crane. Bo Keegan Crocker. Amaya Michelle Davis. Dylan Tyler Day. Milka Paula Balatone de la Casa. Emily Catherine Derrick. Joel Eleazar Diaz. Nicholas Ryan Dodd. Johnny Dong. Destiny Brianna Doyle. Lonnie Harrison Elliott. Alexis Elizabeth Elrod. Talia Annette Etheridge. Hasubi Fajardo. Drake Ryan Ferraro. Michael Lee Finley. Michaela Ray Finley. Nevias Orel Fisher. Sonny Gray Frank. Alexis Nicole Fryer. Destiny Janae Glenn. Dylan Julius Miles Goodine. Isaiah Shamarion Gullich. Hunter Neil Hackett. Brooklyn Rose Haddad. Caitlin Elizabeth Hollowell. Kira Bree Ham. Austin Jeremiah Hargrove. Evan Lee Hautala. Jordan Rose Haynes. Matthew Joseph Heath. Timothy Garland Hipskind. Camden Lane Riley Holbrooks. Dara Faith Holbrooks. Tanera Mariah Holland. Hadley Madison Hughes. Brandon Ivan James. Amy Elizabeth James. Malachi Darion Jenkins. Collins Ardell Jesmer. Julianne Patricia Johnson. Lucas Edward Johnson. Lance Arthur Cates. Zachary Aiden Lanning. Ava Grace Holland Lathrop. Kayla Marie Law. Cameron Lucille Lay. Justin Abdil Lassou Garcia. Levi Kent Leard. Colton Matthew Lee. Zybri Nige Lee. Quavon McKinsley Lewis. Jason Alexander Lott. Shanda Joyce Lusk. Deandra Grace Martin. Mackenzie Nicole Martin. Moises Nathanael Martinez Herrera. Elijah Stevens Massey. Kaylee Brianne Massey. Jordan Christopher Malden. Terrence Tavon McCauley. Aniston Lane McKee. Sarah Victoria Mendoza. Kai Joseph Myers. Isaac Logan Miller. Haley Kennedy Munkus. Charles Hunter Moody. Caitlin Marie Moore. Madison Lillian Moore. Samuel Aaron Musinski. Thomas Reed Nation. Bradley Jaden Neely. Maya Khalil Nemmer. Jadis Shamil Nicholson. Cassidy Rose Nix. Brittany Ann Orozco. Chloe Elizabeth Owens. Miriam Arleth Pelcastra. Megan Kaylee Pittman. Wesley Andrew Pitts. Alejandro Ponce Sosa. Pamela Amaya Poole. Xavier Javon Pruitt. Saliha Bijou Raguar Hayes. Yamina Soleil Raguar Hayes. Ryan Christopher Ray. Jackson Thomas Raymark. Justin Douglas Ritchie. Roberto Rivera. Eric Isaiah Tyrone Robinson. Victoria Lane Robinson. Lauren Taylor Rochester. Jared Roy Rogers. Jaden Lee Ross. Shreya Embar Santhanam. Alyssa Jade Scott. Colby Glenn Scruggs. Logan Brendan Sears. Isabella Faith Shaw. James Zachary Shaw. Kentavious Leandre Shorter. Mackenzie Deanne Smith. William Franklin Smith. Bailey Turner Soulsby. Bettina Arnold Soulsby. Emily Grace Sosby. Joshua Bradley Stewart. Katie Irene Tate. Jakari Centrez Teague. Jacori Lemaine Teague. Reagan Marie Teeter. Howell Doan Thomas. Alexis Brooke Thomason. Rayshad Amari Thompson. Evelyn Torres Gonzalez. Carson Elizabeth Tao. Mason Ryan Treadway. Arian Sharice Tucker. Darian Maurice Tucker. Brady Dale Turner. Colin Terrell Turner. Haley Nicole Turpin. Niara Sarah Oline Virgil. Joanna Watson Walden. Bailey Nicole Walters. Haley Dawn Webb. Brooke Haley Worst. Hayden Dale Whitfield. Keyshawn Latrell Wilder Cooper. Riley Catherine Williams. Ronald Jackson Winchester. Natalie Ryan Wyndham. Kylie Sierra Wood. Abigail Lynn Worley. Damon Joseph Worley. Sonia Olivia Ann Worley. Emmeline Annette Wynn. Kylie Ann Yankst. Nitasia Zanaya Young. Lydia Joy Zeller.
I will now ask the members of the class of 2021 to please stand. At this time, you may move your tassel to the left side. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present to you Seneca High School's graduating class of 2021. I'm just holding it for you because the wind's blowing so badly. There you go.
I am Reagan Turner, your student body president. This is it. Officially, graduates of Seneca High School. We've made it. We have been so blessed to have a place like this to learn and to grow into the people we are today. Our teachers and faculty have been there to teach and guide us through our education up until this point. Our friends and families have supported us and prepared us for what the future holds. To everyone who has had any part in our lives, we say thank you. I thank God for allowing us to spend these last 4 years together and for the memories we've made. Let us cherish these memories as we leave Seneca High School and look towards the future. I pray that He continues to bless us and to give us wisdom and discernment in our future endeavors, that we may be a blessing to those around us wherever He may lead. Class of 2021, faithful and true-hearted, united we go. We will always be Bobcats forever, Bobcats for life.
I am Gracie Mims, Student Body Chief of Staff.
I am Blythe Foster, Senior Class Vice President. Please turn to the back cover of your program and join us in singing our alma mater.